Promoting girl-child education. Third point, implementing forceful laws in the community. Yes, that one can happen. Like if
you will be well trust in yourself, and you will not be convinced by anybody to go somewhere. Then spiritual leaders. These are the people convinced with the word of God, and they will also well versed in whatever things are the problem. They will also help you. You know, at home as a woman or a man, when you become to involve yourself to confirm the process how that thing occurred. Medical personnel. Again, these one are the, these one are the people who are concerned of helping our health.
Thank you for the ending. We will clap for them. Let's have a girl. Who are the nearest to you? If you're violated right now, who would be the nearest to you? In your life? Yes, in the village. Assuming the village. Must action. Because, as in court, there is evidence which can be destroyed. Yes, please. Yes.
Sexual and gender-based violence.
Yes.
On the referral pathways.
Yes.
There are some circumstances whereby I'll be sexually. They are going to give you the first aid that you want, then you go to the police.
Now, it depends on which services are nearest to you. Of course, reporting to, but generally, assuming we are dealing with a boy who has been violated. Okay? So all those things, the issue of emergency services is important. And that's why I was saying that. Who is going?
Violated, but when you don't know where to go, because there are circumstances whereby that if you report me, or I'm going to kill you, I'm going to kill your parents, you understand, but it is your health at risk, or for health service, it is your life that is being infected. It is what I want you people to keep in mind.
So I just wanted to explain to Mary that what you're going.
Where do you start from? Assuming it's your father who has sexually violated you, you can start with your mother. The family is not limited only, maybe is likely to be, have some bit of trauma. Because if you're really forced to have a sexual act against your will, it's very likely that you'll be traumatized. In the middle there, other stakeholders will come in. You cited some of the NGOs. These ones can come in and provide psychosocial support, and eventually, if you're interested, then your case must proceed to the courts of law through the advice of the office of the DPP. The office of the DPP, working closely with the police, will organize your file for purposes of the prosecution of the person who has violated you. So what Group 3 needed, what we needed from Group 3 was basically the outline of the referral pathway. It is not something which we are going to look at as being static. Kotido district, for example, we have a referral pathway which was established by the work of all the stakeholders who are operating within Kotido. And if you approach CAO's office or thereabout, you'll be able to get this referral pathway. But what I must tell you is, the argument which I was having here with Mary is basically, where do you start from? The whole thing is you're the victim here. It's you who has been violated. If you delay, you're going to get pregnant. If you delay, you'll get HIV. If if you delay to get emergency services, all this will fall on you. I've handled some clients at times where we need to get PEP, but of course the reaction of PEP might scare some people. They have heard if you take PEP or you take what, not PEP, if you take this other, actually PEP, but not the emergency pills. If you take PEP, because they are ARVs, our intention is to prevent you from getting HIV. So when you take, the reaction at times in the body is not friendly. So people get scared because of the consequence of taking taking PEP. So some people can be discouraged. No, I cannot go for PEP because of the side effects. And yet, those are some of the immediate services you need to get. So when we look at the referral pathway, it is detailed. It is not just one. There are a number of stakeholders depending on the issue we have at hand. Assuming the violation is at school, whom do you report to? You may not have to wait till you go back home. Okay? Is there a senior woman teacher whom you can approach? Maybe you can approach the headmaster. If it's one of the teachers violating you, whom do you go to? So the referral pathway might start from the point where you are. Who is the nearest person next to you? So that is that with the group 3. Can we have group 4? The last group. Yes, it's okay, let's have group 4. Someone help you?
Good morning, members. You know me better. Our question from group 4 was giving you the challenges faced in prevention of sexual gender-based violence in our locality. In our locality, one of them, they contributed that the address from our local people. That one you are sent in the field. Some people are not friendly enough. That's the point. Another point noted here was insecurity. For instance, in our locality now in Karamoja, we face it thoroughly. Whether in the locality down there or at the roadside to the scene. There is also poor perception of the local members or the community you are going to give the information. When they receive you in the villages there, they perceive you like you have come to give money or well food program because of the poverty level in the ground. So from there, people are diverted from the real station. That's why for the first place you will go there, the list of members will gather to hear from you. But the second time, they will understand that this one, when he comes, he talks only, what does not help in the benefits. Bad weather can also affect the activities for prevention of sexual gender-based violence. In the form of rains, you find that now even some places have no access roads or they have no bridge. Also, too much sun heat. I can't walk from here to Kashiri with a bicycle. Want to too much heat on the road. Even that one can also ruin the activity. There is also lack of materials for carrying out the sessions in the places to be conducted. If I don't have manuals, piece of chalk, charts to show them that this is how things are done, I can't present myself just the local way other youths are behaving in the village. They will not identify me. Cultural norms in some localities can also affect the activity. These are stereotypes of happenings. You find that in some communities, men are still the head of their families. Women or young ladies have no say in the community. That's why they are violated enough. In this case, you find that an elder can also just decide to give out the young girl, get married to the other family because I'm seeing something there. As long as you marry, whether you are 14 or 13, we are receiving something. For you have no say, you are a child. From here, what is sort of the manuals, I tried to list also some 4 points here in the Kasimo book. The first was, there is also lack of political will and leadership. These leaders in the village are not cooperating with their stakeholders in the village. These leaders are at the district level. That's why there is also that bridge of linking the program to go on very well. There is also limited infrastructures for carrying out the activities. You find that when you are sent to the field, sometimes you sit under the tree, and in this tree, it's just an open ground. Even the wind can come and disorganize you with the public, or even the goats will just come and mix around. Yes, very many interference. There is also short-term and fragmented investments in funding these activities. You find that proposals and lobbies are made, but they delay to come in time. But you carry out, you expect the donors to bring something so that they can widely spread the information through radio talk show and other communication channels. Find that you are failing because of that. There is also changing priorities within the broad mandate. You find that when you report a case in the police, it takes time. And as it takes time, of course, the other issues of pregnancy goes on, the infectious goes on. By the time they come later, everything has affected the young person. That's it. There is also lack of skills and knowledge among the stakeholders responsible in carrying out these activities. I think that one is true. Some people come and present themselves talking even out of topics they should conduct. Instead of coming and talk really thing, they come and piss around the bush. That one you will understand better. Poor communication and collaboration between the security and other actors. If these local stakeholders in a village could cooperate with the security, the police, the military, the what, these actors involved in causing all this could also come down in their grabs. But now there's that bridge linking them. A funder is called from the police station, refers you again, I'm off duty, call the other one, you call the other one, no, I should first get the permission from the other office. All those processes delay in catching up the scene. That's why it is also a challenge faced in prevention of sexual gender-based violence. Many more could have gathered, but due to interest of time, I'll help here for now. Thank you.
Thank you, Group 4. Okay.
This is the list of those people who are causing sexual gender-based violence in the community. We have cultural leaders, like in Karamoja, our culture, the behavior that we have in the village. We say, if I have a daughter, it's a girl. If I take to school, she will become a prostitute. So they will force a man, a very big man, like even 50 years. They give to a young girl of 14 to 15 years. You find that is already a problem that we are really facing in Karamoja. Those are the people. Then we have drunkard people. Sometimes, like me, a man, I can go to the bar, I drink my booze. So when a man that wants my daughter comes, I say, you buy for me this alcohol. You buy for me abutia kwete busera. I tell him, when I go home, I will tell my daughter, you go to fresh water. So when you get her there, you rep, I will give her to you. You find that when this man goes home or a woman goes home when she's drunk, she say, why does he say that there's no water here? You go to the bowl after talking with the other man. So when the girl is going to the bowl, a girl will be what? Raped. Then we have also adolescents, like to say you. So sometimes this adolescence period can force that thing to come like our boys in the village. When you see just a girl passing, you say, that one today is not going to sleep. So I go and get my friends a girl. Then we decide to carry that girl when it's like she has gone for firewood. I carry her, then I go and use her in the bush. I have sex with her, after then I leave, I say go. Then like when they come now, they say that now, hey, they have raped so and so. They bring like that girl to police. Again in police they want sasa. Now if I don't have money, there is no way. The other man maybe has cattle. They will just give my parents, then I will remain there suffering. Then we have also like madmen, or mad people. Why we call it mad people? Because they cannot understand anything. Sometimes we call them mad because they come and pretend that they are what? Mad, but they have that appetite of saying, I should get a person who is on the way and I just rap. So we have also rich people. In rich people, these are the people that normally what? Force young girls, they drive with the money. When you get a person is rich, he has money, he can drive just a young girl or to play sex with him because he is very rich. That's what we have.
Thank you again, Group 4. May clap for them. Thank you for your contribution. I want to make just 2 comments. One, emphasis on the participation of youth. And I think that's why we are here, because we want to see how best can you, who are participating actively on the negative. Because when you look at some of these cultural norms, the example of carrying girls, most often this is done by the youth. When we look at the houses in our community where girls often sleep together, the people who flock those houses are the youth. And what happens in those houses, I think you know better. Now, as people who are based in the community, the youth in the community, how best can we be agents of transformation? How can we go and advise our communities and our fellow youth, the boys who move the whole night to the houses of girls, how can you advise your fellow youth that no, this is not right? I think that's the whole purpose of here, mindset change. The other aspect which I wanted to comment on, Group 4 hinted on, you may take your matter to police, then police is taking time. That one is a real challenge which often happens. And for the time I've practiced in Karamoja, we have faced that challenge. It's not only a challenge which is in police, but you take an issue of SGBV, which ought to be handled with a matter of urgency, even to the health center. as you're emphasizing, you're supposed to get PEP, you're supposed to get this examination done, but often that is not done with the speed at which you take the client. So you as the youth in the community, you are supposed to be champions, helping some of your, maybe some of your colleagues, some of the victims in the community to access some of those services as fast as they could. Lastly, I want a few recommendations from us after all this discussion. What are some of our recommendations as to how, from today, what do you think is the best we can do to help our community in regard to prevention of SGBV in our communities? What are we going to take home as some of the recommendations were made today as the youth who are here, that from today onwards in our community, this is what we are going to be doing as youth? I want some proposals. Yes?
That's the main challenge here in Kotido. I don't know in Abim and Kabong. Here, the young children in the villages who have not gone to school, sleep in the isolated building or hut. This kind of sleeping, even the elders have to change it. It's a traditional way of sleeping together. Of course, nowadays there are a lot of risk in that kind of sleeping. You find that the teenagers' pregnancies are there, the HIV transmissions are there. Very many kind of things are happening there. Even elders have failed to remove that. It's a kind of traditional way of life. I don't know if you have discussed with those elders, even from your office sometimes back. But as young people, you can eradicate this kind of activity small, and it will go away. You start from young. Okay? Tell your girls from your family, I don't want you to go and sleep together with other girls. There's enough space at home. When you remove hello? When you remove the number of 2 or 3 who are also joining the group to sleep from your family, at least there you have reduced the number.
Is that a proposal we can adopt? Yes. Can we adopt that? Yes. Any other? Yes, behind? Yes, please.
To me, my suggestion was, like during dialogue meeting, at least also you can maybe tell a chairperson who is addressing that meeting also to call you also, then you tell also the community. Then secondly, to me, even during church services, always after maybe prayers or before people go out of the church, at least also we should talk to people like that is the best way we can do it. We can advise these people how we can educate the community. Another way is just like group work or teamwork. When we are with the other youth, because now they are still reached for digging. When we form a group, like we are in the garden, at least you can be able also to what? To educate others, and even them also can promote others and also to go and act and tell the rest. Then fourthly, even our parents, like during evening time after supper, there is always they're sitting like somebody who is very serious. Like the way always our parents give us advice. You can also during that time, you can also call all the neighbors. Maybe we put some small gathering. You can even talk to them. Even them also can give out that information. To me, I think that is what I'm going to do. It can even work from my side.
That's great. Thank you so much for your views. Any other person?
Okay, now, you remember yesterday the number they gave you for Suvi. The number that Nora read for you, that was written there. The one Christine wrote. In cases of sexual and gender-based violence, you can call on it. It is a toll-free number. You just call and you'll get helped. They will refer you, they will help you follow up on your issues.
So that's one strong one. Follow the toll-free line given to you.
So what we are going to adopt in Karamoja, because we had in Karamoja what has been called rape, defilement. What we are going to adopt is sexual human rights. If you as a youth, you get a girl on the way, and a girl tells you, I don't love you, I don't want to have sex with you, it is better even for you to volunteer than forcing her. That's what we are supposed to even adopt in Karamoja.
You're supposed to, are you going to adopt it? Because we are trying to make some recommendations.
Okay. We are going to do like this, giving rights. A right to each youth to have his own right, own sexual right. Then number 2, we are going to adopt what is called cultural marriage. If you want to marry, you as a girl or a boy, you should inform your parents, you introduce your girl. I also introduce myself to their parents so that we marry.
New? I thought that is happening. Is that new?
It is in that thing, it is new now, but in Karamoja it has not been doing. And because you find just a youth going and engage from there, when he gets a girl, he just grab like that.
Okay, thank you.
But me, I think sensitization is good. What you do, you move to communities and those hotspot areas where you send, maybe when they kidnap the girls, they take them here and they have sex with them from there. You ask them, if this happens to your sister, how do you feel? Or if this happens to your daughter, how do you feel? They will tell you they don't like it, they feel bad. It is from that point that you make them champions to help you fight it in the community. Thank you.
There are even some of us here who may have participated in helping our friends to, carry girls. That happens, especially the boys. You gang up and carry people. So that you should start from now to be champions, You go back and tell them, no, this is a negative practice which ought to stop. If you stop it, you will stop others. The way of stopping fire is not by continuing to set grass the other side. But if you burn the other side, burn here, you cut. So our program here is to cut. Okay? Then I wonder whether in schools where some of you are, you have some of these strong clubs, SGBV clubs. That can also be an avenue where we can be strongly discussing and promoting, elimination of sexual gender-based violence. We need to establish those clubs. I was in conversation with the HM of here, and that is one of the things we are going to take forth. Establishment of a GBV club is very important because it provides an avenue for us to freely express ourselves. So going forward, if you could take that up in your various schools, in your communities, it can even be a community-based club, not necessarily a school club. But if you can formulate it at school, organize with your school administration and formulate some. Any other? Lastly? I think we have, yes? Lastly.
For me, I was thinking that maybe when they get like those ones that are carrying, like the one in Karamoja, they used to carry a girl. If they arrest all those ones, others will learn a lesson and say, if I also involve myself in that, I will also enter to jail. Maybe that one can become the best way. Although you teach and you don't do action, nothing will happen in Karamoja. But in action, something will happen. So that even if there are 100, so long as you put them all, even if the parents that is accepting our daughter to be taken, you put that one also inside. That one will be better.
Also, there are some cases whereby we girls, if that doesn't happen to you, you don't feel well. You say, maybe I'm ugly, what? Yes. So some girls themselves, they want that to happen to them. What is the key lesson we can take here is we should be empowered. My body, my right. No one should decide for me what to do. It is me who decide with whom to have sex with, to have children, and how many. Yes.
I think that is that for this session. We can clap for ourselves for having been active participants, and we shall continue having interactions. Those who are within Kotido, if I'm still within, we may have more of these sessions. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that wonderful session. Right now we're going for a break tea.
Yeah, good morning once again. Can we have an organized thanks?
Anji?
So I've briefed her. She's going to inform these guys who've come to clean about the camp, the importance of hygiene, but in their language, because if you use English, none of them is going to understand.
What is the name of this place?
So you capture. Nawati? Nakawati.
So you can dad, I'm going to na wet market. Angalewa.
Albert.
Apiereta uneloga.
Come out.
Ponta doa anayong tane bokoy adolescent youth forum ponta darai akingaraki ni yada kitede gune ko market tata to konanga jani nugu elostenge da akingaraki ni yada kitede gune ga apiere anya rejo kadege zani ana anlobora braluko tenga makata lugu bedi to dega bedi to piete samta da to de kineda balejo kadege aya kimya kadina ila topia watu na itokona keshinege kitele gutunege alakara no oi era ka kiro lo wangor Kevin aya irare bayade ejo
Albert, kero na bukwata bitu.
Yo kunocha.
Where is he? Where is he? Unless we get permission from chairman, and these are the things that are staying in history.
Let us start.
I'm called Simon Peter there as part of live your dream. The youth camp.
Okay.
I've come here today
Others can also
in
start
the
from
community
here.
market for Kanawat Cattle Trading Center. In the community market, we have come to show the community that the place will be okay in terms of hygiene and sanitation. And here we are going to start right now because when the place is okay, even when rain comes, there's no outbreak of cholera. It helps also the place to be tidy. This issue of crying for diseases will go out. Yeah, we shall cooperate now. Even I will sample most of them to join me so that they remain with the spirit.
All right.
He's the one who's going to the rescue because I don't know what angle he wants to capture. We have just given you a book about the camp where we're cleaning, so he has all the other details. But I'm there in case you still need anything.
I'm coming.
Well done.
I'm going to interview.
What up? Soon as you want to support us, again I say that for us as we are paid, you should be well. As you are paid, you should be well.
Don't even mind them. For them who are not paid, this is their market.
This is their
Okay. Yeah, thanks once more. My name is Peter Lonya. I'm the LC3 of Kotido West Division. Loud. We repeat. Good. Thank you very much. And by the name is Peter Lonya, the LC3 of Kotido West Division. I welcome. I think Uganda what?
Uganda Youth.
So we start there. Uganda Youth Forum. Once more, thanks very much. And by the name is Peter Lonya. I'm the LC3 of Kotido West Division. So I welcome Uganda Youth and Adolescents Health Forum. These are the youth within our communities or from various areas of Karamoja. And today I have joined them in cleaning the market. What does that one tell us? It tells us about how hygienic we should be in our community. And I thank them a lot for they have done some great job here. In correlation to the youth camp, which is here in Kotido West Division, based in Kotido SS, they are really showing us that you live your dream, a dream of keeping proper hygiene of yourself, cleaning of your community, so that you live in a better environment, which cannot make you vulnerable to many diseases. So I'm much happy about it and I support it. I also thank the organization and the forum that supports this initiative, and also the government of Uganda for allowing such grooming youth forums in order to help our community develop. On the other hand of it, live your dream. This youth camp is really helping us to mentor people, like to stop raiding right now in the scarcity of insecurity, which is causing a lot of havoc to the community, making many people vulnerable. But in this youth camp, we have mentored many people, mostly the youth, in order to stop such raids. Just concentrate on education, health promotion, so so that we make our community what better. And that's the Karamoja we want. That we say, live a dream. And to my youth, stay focused on your dreams, because that's what will make you in the future. Have a focus, have a dream. Where are you going? What do you want to become? And if you are studying, you want to become a doctor, make it. Don't drop out of school. Be careful of unnecessary pregnancies, both boys and girls, so that you make and really live your dream. So it has not to be trashed. That's the advice I'm giving to the youth. To my warriors outside there, let's stop cattle rustling. To the army supporters, we like and we really love the army in this support of cattle rustling. But in all, what is most important is the mindset change. And it's only this forum that can give us, I thank you, this forum of youth, adolescents, and everything, whichever the government is called. I love it and continue. I will also love to have many of these coming so that we educate. But I've seen there are many school-going children. I love that. But also emphasize on warriors also. You have to include them in the program. So that those are the people they are undergoing the home or the traditional education. These ones are undergoing modern what? Education. So I really also love them to be involved. Once more, thank you, God bless.
So how important is such a practice to the community and the young people?
Okay, one advantage is just it can help other youth also to do what you have also done. It can also help them to have confidence also to help the needy.